Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we kindly request that you turn your attention in front of the home bleachers, as tonight we celebrate a very special moment in Paris High School history. This past spring, Drew Rogers was crowned the IHSA Class 2A High Jump State Champion at the state track meet in Charleston. This is the first individual state champion that Paris High School has had since 1952. This past spring, as a junior, Drew also won the Illinois Indoor State Championship in Bloomington, along with shattering his own school record multiple times. Drew will enter his senior season this spring as the #1 ranked high jumper in the state of Illinois in all classes. Let's give a very big round of applause to our state champion, Drew Rogers. Stay on your feet, Tiger fans, as the Marching Tigers present to you Paris Loyalty. Let's hear it for your Marching Tigers and your Paris High School cheerleaders. Thank you for joining us for the pregame activities. Be sure to stick around at halftime, where the Marching Tigers will perform part of their 2024 halftime show entitled Neuralink.
It's time for Paris Tiger Sports on the Paris Sports Network. Brought to you by First Farmers Bank and Trust, North American Lighting, Cornerstone Building Brands, Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home, Seed Solutions, Longview Bank and Trust, Moody Farms, Terry Elliston State Farm Insurance, Illini FS, Savoya's Pizza, the Edgar County Community Foundation, Country Financial, Lake Ridge Christian Church, Ingram Waste Disposal, the Skating Rink, and our affiliate sponsors, the Mary Lupine family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Mark and Holly at Winans Farms, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Jim and Kay Taylor, and Steve and Lynn Young. Good evening, everybody. I'm BJ Pheasant here with Lenny Irwin, and we have Paris Tiger football on the air for you tonight. Our first home game of the season, and the fans have turned out in droves tonight, Lenny. Lots of orange and black out there, a lot of tailgating going on. The JFL kids are here to support them.
Yep, for sure, and I think they're going to get introduced between the first and second quarter, the way I understand it. So, yep, just a lot of things happen. But like you said, here we are 3 weeks into the season, and this is our first home game. So that's kind of unusual.
Yeah, and coming in 0-2, that's kind of unusual for us, too, after the run we've had the last 7 or 8 years. So kind of a bummer, but boy, it was a close one last week down at Charleston.
Exactly. That's what I was getting ready to say. You know, last week's game could have went either way. I mean, we had several opportunities to pull that one out, and just, I think, too many penalties, too many mistakes, and we just couldn't capitalize when we had the opportunity. And right there, just in that final quarter, when Andre Cahoon took the big kickoff and run it all the way back into like their 40-yard line, and man, I thought we got the great field position, everything set up just right for us, and it just didn't happen. But it was a tough one. 25-18 was the final, and like I said, the Tigers had several opportunities to pull that one out, and just once again, too many mistakes, Beej, and hopefully we've made those corrections. I know Coach Claude, when he came up at the end of the game and talked about the game, he was awful proud of the boys and their effort and the way they played. And I thought they played hard enough that we should have won, but that wasn't the case. So we'll regroup against Marshall, and we'll try it again tonight. Marshall comes in. I'm not sure what their record was either. I didn't actually catch it from the guys down there.
I think they're 1-1.
I did talk to them, so they've been down the last few years, so hopefully they're starting to get their program turned back around. They do have a senior quarterback this year in Trey Scott, so at least they've got some senior leadership on the squad.
Yeah, they got a couple senior running backs, and how you gonna have to say his name for me? Number 25 there, Lenny.
Oh, Dom Husingay?
Husingay. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to phonetically spell that here, or I will say it wrong. Husingay. And then Ben Harper's also a senior.
Yep, he's going to be the big stud, is what they told me. But they said Husingay would get several touches. They didn't say anything about Maddox Weddle, but he was listed as a team captain, so I wrote him down as a running back. I'm assuming he's going to carry the ball, and maybe they just overlooked it, or maybe they was trying to disguise him. And
could be. He's a defensive back as well. Maybe he's a defensive captain.
Maybe.
And Gianavola is also listed as a.
I know they said he would be the big power runner. So
okay.
They got one of their guys on the defensive line, I think, is out. They said he got hurt, but he was going to be one of their key players. I forget what his name was now. Number
56, Ty Harbor.
Yeah. So
I hate to lose anybody this early in the season, especially.
That's for sure.
Now, we went through that a couple of years ago where we were down to our third or fourth string quarterback.
Yeah, we was.
We had no quarterback there for a while. We were just running a wildcat offense every week. Just trying to be creative and be competitive. And it's nice to be fairly healthy here coming into the third week of the season. And when speaking of being healthy, Drew Rogers was one of them that was banged up there a couple of years ago.
Yep.
And he's healthy this year, and he was awarded before the game, and they had a little ceremony. And I think you could see that on our live stream, where they presented him with the road sign.
Yeah, one of those green signs like they put out on when you enter town. So
Yeah, he was the 2A state champion for high jump this year, and becomes the first individual from Paris. Might have had a relay team to be a state champion at one point, but the first individual to be a state champion in Paris since 1952.
that's quite a ways back.
Yes, it is. They said he obviously has a school record. He was also the indoor state champion last year. And they said when the season starts this spring, he will be the #1 ranked high jumper in the state.
All classes.
In all classes.
That's
very
quite, yeah,
impressive.
That is. So congratulations to Drew.
A great individual achievement. Hopefully we'll see a great team achievement tonight as the Tigers are getting ready tonight. They're heading into the tunnel. They'll be coming out in just a minute. The boys are all excited to welcome them out there.
Yeah, Beads, I'm like you. The stands are full tonight, so
The fireworks
going off down there in the end zone, so yeah.
Waiting to send them out of the tunnel there.
And here they come.
There we are. The boys are out of the tunnel, and we missed the coin toss earlier. Lenny and I were distracted by the band.
We were. We haven't seen the band yet this year, and they were right out here in front of us, so we were both watching the band instead of watching the officials and the coin toss. So
it'll be a surprise.
We missed that part,
Yeah.
but we will know here in just a moment.
See which way we're going, and unsure whether we won it or not. But, you know, if we don't get the ball, we'll get it the second half.
Marshall's coming out now. They came out from back behind the big Lion, so we're down to a minute to go in the pregame. So,
Did you say Lion?
yeah, the Marshall Lions came out from behind the big Tiger.
Oh, okay. I thought you said the big lion.
No,
Okay.
the Marshall Lions came.
That wouldn't make sense if it was a lion, but yeah. I'm impressed with how quickly they deflate the lion.
Yeah.
Now I'm saying it. Deflate the tiger.
Get it down, and yeah. It does go down pretty quick now that you mention it.
It really does. They just turn that pump in reverse and suck the air right out of it.
I think the fire department does that, don't they? Don't they have something to do with it?
I'm not real sure.
I'm not 100%.
A lot of effort to blow it up and stake it down, and
I think a lot of the guys from the fire department do that, but I'm not 100% on that. But whoever does it, I want to congratulate them because they do an excellent job getting it set up every home game. And
Lenny, we're kicking off.
we are kicking off, so
Fans, and welcome to tonight's Little Illini Conference opener between the visiting Marshall Lions and your Paris Tigers.
All right. Hopefully the Tigers can open up the home season here with a bang. This kickoff's being brought to you by our affiliate sponsors, Paul and Kathy Porter, Stephen Lynn Young, White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, and Mary Lou Pine family.
I thought I heard Jeff on the PA say that we won the toss and deferred, so
All right.
that's the reason we're kicking off. So
Rigdon set to kick off from the 40. One of his best kicks of the year. Fielded cleanly down around the 10 or 15.
and he's brought down immediately, though.
Skylar Sweet, I believe,
Yeah,
number 41.
Yeah, heck of an open field tackle.
You know, when you're an underclassman, that's your chance to get your name on the
Yes,
PA
it
there.
is.
Make Mama proud up there in the stands. And that wasn't a fluke tackle or anything. He went in there and
Yeah.
hammered him.
Looks like about the 24-yard line, give or take.
And getting the officials set here. Let's see, one wide receiver wide each side. Two slots out there out of the shotgun formation. Going to keep it to his left. Thought about the option.
They had him in the backfield, but
they're going to string him out, though. The Tigers stayed home. So the quarterback, Scott, keeping it around the left end that time and didn't find any real estate. Very short game, maybe a yard on the play.
we'll give him a yard. So.
Yeah. It'll be 2nd and 9 now from the Marshall 25-yard line. Ginavola in the backfield with him. Deep fade down the sideline. Tigers are there for it, and it's out of bounds. Intended for number 8, Caden Sanders. Good coverage by Calhoun. Lenny, he had him shadowed pretty well there.
Okay.
That ball kind of hung up in the air, then floated out of bounds. No harm done. 3rd and 9.
Let me see your sheet again. I already got a guy I didn't get wrote
Uh-oh.
down. 8.
Yep. Caden Sanders.
Okay. Good enough. You can have her back.
All right. Another deep corner pattern is complete. That's a first down. Number 18, Ben Harper on the reception. That is one of the harder passes to throw, is that deep corner pattern like that. A corner or an out when they're going away from you, and boy, Scott put that right on the money.
Yes, he did. That was a perfect pass.
The official stopping things for a second. Stopping the clock. Out of the shotgun again. Hands it off up the middle. No gain there. Stood up and dropped. Tigers are fired up on defense.
They are. Burns was in on part of it. I'm not sure who the other two were, but
55, Cohen Brinkerhoff.
you're going to hear his name a lot this season for sure.
Burns is kind of the MVP of the team right now. After that rushing performance last week, he does it on offense, does it on defense. Two receivers to the left this time, one to the right. Fakes the handoff, rolls out, quick pass complete. Rogers going to have a shot at him. He brings him down after a first down, though. That'll move it up to the 47 of Paris. Same formation again. Handoff right back up the middle. A little better gain this time for him. He'll pick up about 3 or 4. Ginavola again. It's a shame they don't have their names on their jerseys.
Yeah.
His would have stretched really nicely
I need
across
to see
there.
this again. Just give me your backside of yours.
There you go.
There we go. That'll work.
Man in motion. He's going to scramble. He's got a hole up the middle. Deer on the tackle. He wasn't going any farther once he ran into him.
No, he wasn't.
The fact that he hit him 4 yards downfield wasn't good, but he wasn't going to go any farther. Manageable 3rd down here for Marshall. 3rd and 2 from the Paris 39-yard line. 8:52 to go here in the first quarter. They'll send Sanders wide again to the right. And now Marshall's going to call timeout. Timeout for the Tigers. We'll take a quick timeout as well. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Paris Sports Network.
Imagine if your farm lender specialized in agriculture. At Farm Credit Illinois, we reprice loans at no cost. We offer fixed and adjustable loan options tailored to your farm business. When you choose Farm Credit Illinois, you're not just getting low upfront interest rates. You're getting all these benefits and more. You're joining a cooperative committed to helping you succeed. Contact me, Heather Dunn, or Julie Crippen, loan officers at Farm Credit Illinois in Paris at 217-465-7605 or visit farmcreditil.com/contact. Good luck, Tigers, this sporting season.
Big third down for the Lions here. 3rd and 2. You're in Tiger territory. Play action fired over the middle. It's complete. First down. On the reception, number 11. Gavin Bowden. Lenny, the passing game so far for Marshall's looked pretty sharp.
Sure has. He got 12 on that.
Hit Bowden right on the run. He got up with the hands. Didn't try to cradle the ball. Looked good. Hard to get pressure on him with the play action there. And that one's incomplete.
Kind of slung that one out there sidearm, though.
He did. Intended that for Ben Harper. Had a little pressure on him. Kind of got it out there in a hurry. I'm sure that's a throw he'd like to have back. I don't know how far that would have gone. He had a couple Tigers there with him. Stops the clock at 8:21 for a moment here in the first quarter. 2nd and 10 coming up with the ball on the 23-yard line.
Sanders coming way out to this side as a wide out.
Yep, 5 linemen up there for the Tigers. Spins out to his right. Tigers in pursuit. There's a flag. Ball's out. Tigers got it. We'll see what happens here. Hutchings got the recovery for the Tigers. It's going against Marshall, I have a feeling. Holding's a penalty. All right. Tigers will decline that, and they'll take the ball. First offensive possession of the night. Marshall used up almost 4 minutes of the clock there.
Okay, it's going to be on what, about the 22-yard line? Looks like.
Yep, 1st and 10 from the 22. Rogers out of the shotgun. Twins to the right, one to the left. Hands it off to Burns right up the middle. He's got a big hole. Big block downfield. Splits another couple tacklers. He's past the 50-yard line. That's what we saw of him last week at Charleston. You don't want to run a kid in the ground and give him 40 carries, but boy, it's tempting when he runs like that. 1st and 10 for the Tigers now, down to the 46-yard line. Quickly again, out of the shotgun. Burns in the backfield. 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 to the left. Rogers hands it off again to Burns. Up the middle, slips past the tackle. Another big gain near a 1st down. Give him about 9 yards on that one.
Yeah, that's 2 big carries. And whew.
All right, Burns, when you see him tap their top of their helmet like that, they're asking their replacement, hey, guys, I got to catch my breath here. I just played a whole defensive series. Now I did 2 wind sprints. Let me catch my breath, and I'll go do it again. So Hutchings comes in. He's in the backfield. Handoff to Hutchings, trying to get around the right side. And Marshall's right there for him.
They are.
Mason had nowhere to go.
Maddox.
I'm going to do that a lot. I don't do well with siblings.
Well, wait till next year.
Ah,
He's got a brother coming
He's got
up.
a brother coming too, that's right.
Yeah.
Man, Mason's been gone for a while. It's not like it was just last season. I don't know this. Oh, well. Out of the shotgun, Rogers going to keep it himself. He's got a good block from Hutchings. Tiger first down. Out past the 25. Well, you can't say enough about Carter Krippus and Maddox Hutchings there with the blocks downfield. That second tier blocking makes a small gain into a big gain. Your linemen, they open the holes.
They do.
When those receivers get in there and they chip farther down, boy, the gains just get bigger and bigger. Out of the shotgun again. He's got to bring a man in motion. Jet sweep, hands it off to him. He's got a block from Hutchings, trying to turn around the corner. He does. First down the sideline, and he's in for the score.
That's Carter Krippus on the end around.
Have they signaled touchdown yet?
I haven't. I didn't see it, but apparently.
Okay. Well, they're lining up now for the extra point. I guess I never saw the arms go up, but I do have a pillar here in front of me. All right, Tigers up 6-0. Waiting the extra point. Snaps down. The kick is up, and it's good. Tigers take the lead 7-0 against Marshall here. 6:13 to go in the first. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Paris Sports Network.
Cornerstone Building Brands is the largest manufacturer of exterior building products in North America, servicing commercial, residential, and repair and remodel markets. They're the #1 manufacturer of vinyl siding, windows, and metal accessories, as well as North America's top choice in metal roofing and wall systems. With an expansive product offering and more than 100 locations, they're committed to providing high-quality exterior building solutions that their customers and communities can count on. That's Cornerstone Building Brands in Paris.
Tigers up 7-0, 6:13 to go here in the first quarter. Ready to kick off again. After a big touchdown run there by Carter Krippus. Was that about 25 yards or so, Lenny?
26.
26. Garrett Rigdon set to kick off now from the 40.
Oh, another good kick.
And it is going to come down and right back up the middle. Not a bad return.
25 that time on the ball carrier. Husengay.
And he's coming up a little slow there. He'll stay on the field, so no worries there. This is how you like to see a game start. Defense, turnover on the first possession. The offense go down and score.
For sure.
Now let's see if you can keep that momentum up now. A lot of receivers out there this time again for the Lions. Looking to pass. Fades over the middle. It's intercepted.
Picked off. Yeah.
Carter Krippus again. Back-to-back turnovers. Defense getting the job done here against the Lions. Going to be Burns in the backfield this time with Rogers. Twins to the right, one to the left. Down to 5 on the play clock. Hands off to Burns, looking for a hole, hit immediately. Tries to spin out of it. Got to pick up a couple more.
I'll say he still picked up about 3. I guess it's only 2. My bad.
So a 2-yard gain makes it 2nd and 8 from the 48.
Yep. We started on the 45.
Yep. 3 receivers wide to the right side. Dawson Rogers out there as well. High snap. Fakes the handoff. Rogers keeps it over the left side. And he's got a Tiger first down. That is, you don't realize as a fan how demoralizing that is when your quarterback runs the ball
They tackle him with 3 guys, and he rolls over and pops off the ground before those 3 guys do. I mean, that's just a slap in the face of a defense error when they tackle you with 3 guys and you beat them off the ground. You don't have to say anything.
Nope.
You don't have to trash talk. That right there, your action says it. Rogers, high snap, gets it down to Burns right up the middle. He's got another big hole juking his way through, makes a couple tacklers miss, and he's got a Tiger first down. Out of a 30-yard line, almost like, another 12 or 13 yards
13.
there. Offense firing on all cylinders right now, 4:52
Boy, they
to
are
go.
Tonight. This is what we was expecting all year, but
The offensive line pushing Marshall around right now, opening some huge holes. High snap again. Burns covers it up and spins through. Short gain up the middle. I like how he protects the ball as he's going through that line of scrimmage. He's got 2 hands on it.
yeah, we definitely don't need a turnover right now.
Guys moving around. Garrett Rigdon in the backfield right now with Hutchings. And Rogers. They give it to Rigdon.
Oh, man, nowhere to go.
Trying to slip a tackle. He does, but he's just losing ground. Finally, 2 more guys get him a huge loss on the play. Ooh, Marshall had that one from the get-go.
Didn't fool anybody on that one, did it?
Not at all.
Loss of about 7.
Probably looking at a pass play here, 3rd and 16.
We got Krippus and Calhoun out wide this way. Well, now
Rogers coming too. Dawson out here to the left side.
yeah.
He's coming over in the slot, so he's going to be looking to his left. Steps up in the pocket, deep over the middle.
Oh, he overthrew everybody.
I think he just threw that one away, honestly. There's missing guys, and then there's throwing it out of the end zone.
Yeah.
I think he was throwing that one away. Let's try this again.
Might have been a little adrenaline there, too,
I think
though,
so.
maybe. But
Get all pumped up.
That's his first pass of the night, too. So, but it'll bring up 4th down now, 4th and 16. So, see if we can connect. It looks like the same formation.
Yep. Another high snap.
Protection still good.
And he's going to
throw this one
throw
away
that
as
one
well.
away, too. And that was something we saw the last couple weeks, low snaps.
Now they're high snaps.
They're high snaps, and Rogers was going down to the ground to pick some of them up. It was really affecting our punting game a lot. But they look to be on target and at least chest high, sometimes a little higher. They may be amped up as well. So 1st and 10 now for Marshall. 3:06 to go in the first quarter. They've got it at their own 36-yard line. They'll send twins to the right side. 2 backs in the backfield. Quick slant. And I think they're going to have the first down. Pass is complete, number 11. Gavin Bowden on the reception. Waiting for the spot, but I'm sure he got it.
It's going to be close, but.
Yep, they're going to give him first down. They're marking it right on the 45. Just past it. They favor those short passes. He's already in the shotgun. Wants to get rid of it quickly. Tries another one. It's going to be caught for a gain of about 4.5 yards. 5. Bowden again. Four and a quarter. Tigers going to make a substitution on defense. They'll bring Mason Vitale out and Maddox Hutchings in. They're playing about 7 yards off the receivers, and they're throwing like 4-yard routes at the moment. Fakes the handoff, rolls out to his left. Deep fade down the sideline.
It's too long, though. Incomplete.
I was watching the receiver, but Scott was picking himself up off the ground after that throw. Somebody got to him. So 3rd down and about 5. The ball just shy of the 50-yard line. Well, 2 minutes to go here in the quarter.
Vitale's coming back in for Hutchings.
Yeah, some kind of a rotation going there.
Yeah, it keeps him fresh.
Yep. Scott trying to keep it. He's going to pick up a few, but
he's
not
there.
there.
He's not going to make it, no.
It's going to bring up 4th down. You're not seeing a lot of pressure from the Tiger defense. They're just kind of playing their lanes right now. And we got a Tiger and a Lion on the ground right now after that tackle. Could be Scott and the guy that fell on him. So I'll take a moment to check them out now. It's going to be a short 4th down. It's manageable here if they want to try to go for it. They are in Tiger territory.
Yeah, just barely over the 50. At the 40, about the 46, 47, somewhere in that vicinity. It's going to bring up about 4th and 1.
All right, both players up now, making their way off the field. They'll both have to exit for one play. And then if you're Marshall, if you're, okay, your quarterback's out for this play, do you go ahead and punt, or do you?
Well, that was Talon Deer for the Tigers that was shaking up a little bit. Come over to the sideline, takes his helmet off, and kind of shakes his head a little bit, clear the cobwebs out.
Yep, they are going to go for it. Man in motion. Scott, or not Scott, but the backup keeps it himself.
He didn't make it either.
Ben Harper lined up in the quarterback position. Gained maybe a half a yard where they spotted it, and that's going to be 1st and 10 for the Tigers at their own 46-yard line. Big stop there for the Tiger defense. So 3 stops in a row now, 2 turnovers, and then a turnover on downs.
Looks like Vitale's going to line up in the slot on the far side.
Yep, Burns in the backfield. Hand it off to Burns up the middle. Spins past a guy. He likes that spin move.
Yes, he does, and he's pretty good at it.
He is.
Give him 4 yards on that carry.
Says a lot about your balance to be able to run full speed ahead, spin, and not slow down.
Yeah, and not tear up a knee.
Or just get dizzy. Not sure I could spin like that anymore. And play clock was down to 6. Marshall called a timeout. All right, 52 seconds. We'll go ahead and keep it right here because we're going to take a break again in just a moment. The Tigers on top, 7-0. There for a while, Lenny, the offense was just firing like crazy and then slowed down a little bit. We ended up turning the ball over on downs. We only had we've had 3 possessions, though, haven't we?
This is our 3rd possession.
This is our 3rd one now. Okay.
We scored on the first one, and then, like you said, the last drive, it kind of sputtered.
Yep.
We ended up stopping on their 36 with the 2 incomplete passes, but
the passing game hasn't started yet. We saw a lot of the ball being thrown a lot. We've been playing from behind. the last couple weeks. And tonight, we've got a game plan that maybe we can stick to tonight, not have to revert to being forced to throw the ball. So second and about 6 yards to go here. Ball at the 50-yard line. Hand off to Hutchings, and
he's met right there in the backfield. As soon as he starts to make his cut,
he's going to lose a couple. That'll bring up 3rd and long. There's something different when Hutchings is carrying the ball compared to Burns. The hole's there for Burns. Hutchings seems to be finding guys behind the line, and not sure what's changing there. Deep drop back. It's complete. Short of the first down, but a good gain for the Tigers.
Going to be awful close, but
4 down territory for the Tigers here. You're only half a yard off. The ball just shy of the 45. Down to 12 seconds. 20 on the play clock, down to 10. They don't even have to run a play here at the end of the quarter. And
I don't think they're gonna.
They're kind of taking their time out there. I think coach is gonna let this one roll out at the end of the quarter. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment with second quarter action. Tigers on top 7-0 here on the Paris Sports Network.
With 2 convenient locations in Paris and Kansas, Templeton Funeral Home is always there providing the care and service you and your loved ones deserve. Pete, Mark, and the staff at Templeton Funeral Home would like to wish all the Tigers the best of luck this season. Go Tigers! North American Lighting is a leading supplier of automotive lighting systems in North America, and they're proud supporters of Paris Tiger Athletics. They'd like to wish all the Tigers the best of luck this sporting season.
Well, Lenny, they've got the Junior League Tigers out there getting recognized tonight. That's a lot of kids.
It is a lot of kids.
That's a good thing to see.
I've been taking Hallis to football practice every night. As soon as he gets out of school and we get over to the football field, and it's a chore getting that jersey on over them shoulder pads, then getting the shoulder pads on over him, and then the helmet on. But, hey, it's all worth it. Get to see these kids out here, because one of these days we're going to be announcing these guys.
That's right. Burns with the first down for the Tigers. They're going to mark him out around the 39 of Paris, of Marshall, that is. I'm not sure who 45 is for us, but he was hustling to get off the field there.
I'm not sure either, because I've looked on the roster and we don't have a 45.
I'm going to have to find that one out during our next commercial break. Another high snap. Good thing he's a high jumper. Burns explodes through the hole.
He's gone.
39 yards for the score to Mason Burns. You hear the expression, run by them like they're standing still? Lenny, they were. I don't think anybody even chased him.
Not much if they did.
They just looked up, and there he went. And then that next guy looked up. Oh, there he went. I don't think anybody even really turned and pursued him. The hold's down, the kick is up, and that one looks good. It is. Over the Tiger band. 14-0, Tigers on top, 11:46 to go in the second quarter. We'll be back in just a moment on the Paris Sports Network.
Located at the Paris Airport, Seat Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153.
Tigers up 14-0, 11:46 to go. I just checked with the official scores, Lenny, and they don't know who 45 is either. My guess is they brought somebody up from the fresh soft team and
Well, I don't know. It's
got a new number.
Is this the first time we wore these black unis?
Yeah, everything's been on the road so far.
That's what I was thinking. I thought maybe the 45 could have been a 54, but no, there's 54. That's Eastham, so
Yep.
I thought maybe we might have messed that up, but no, that's not the case. So you're probably right. It's probably somebody from the fresh soft team.
Short kick. Bounces around. It's going to be fielded and run up the middle. Good field position. Still going.
That was Harper, I think.
Yeah.
Ben Harper on return for the Lions across the 40. He pushes in Marshall.
Takes it out around the 45-yard line. We'll see where they spot it.
About the 44.
Yep. So 1st and 10 for the Lions. We've done fairly decent against the run tonight. Been susceptible to a couple passes, but we've answered as well. So see what the Lions come out with here. Hey, run it right up the middle, and there's nothing there.
Not much, anyway. I think that was Gay.
Yep.
The ball carrier for the Lions, a gain of a couple. It'll be second down.
40.
40. Okay. Giavolo.
Yeah. I'll give him a couple. Called 2nd and 8. With the ball placed at the 46 on the far hash mark. Dropping back to pass, looking down the left side. Now he's going to scramble. There's a flag. Finally, throws it away, incomplete. Flag down around, let's see, the 46 or 7-yard line.
I'm guessing holding, but
Yeah, I'm thinking so. The way he started to scramble, that usually means somebody's getting beat. Official timeout. Oh, ineligible receiver.
okay. Well, one of the linemen thought he was going to run the ball and was out there trying to block for him. And
Just a 5-yard penalty. It'll still be 2nd down. The ball now back at the Marshall 41-yard line. Great job there by the Tiger defensive line. They'll go with 3 down linemen. They have their defensive ends in the upright position, so kind of a 52 defense here with 2 linebackers dropping back into coverage. Pressure again on him. Way downfield, it's complete. Big 1st down. Calhoun there on the tackle, complete to number 11, Gavin Bowden. A huge gain. Ball all the way down to the 16-yard line.
looks like 44 yards to me.
Yeah, we're lucky it wasn't more.
Yeah.
Scott in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it off on the sweep to the left. Tigers staying home and stretching it out. Does turn the corner. Harper finally gets spun around inside the 20-yard line. Inside the 10-yard line. Down to the
Looks like he
8.
got 9 to me.
Yep. Be 2nd and 1 with a ball around the 8-yard line.
Let's see if your Tiger defense can stiffen up and stop them.
The line shifted over just a little bit there at the left tackle, or left guard. Sidearms that one over for the completion. Drops him shy of the end zone. Pass is complete that time to number 7, Liam Kime. Clock is running, 9:37 to go in the half. The best offensive possession by Marshall so far in the game. First and goal. They run it right up the middle. The Tigers stuff it. That defensive line doing a good job up the middle for the Tigers. Standing strong here in short yardage. They've done it on a couple occasions. And now Paris wants a timeout. I don't blame him. Second and goal from the 1. 9 minutes to go. We'll take a quick timeout. Be back in just a moment here on the Paris Sports Network.
Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics.
Well, Lenny, we were talking during the commercial there. We've been doing pretty good shutting down the run, more susceptible to the pass. Now, the deep pass is where they've really hurt us tonight. They've got a couple 15, 20 plus pass plays already, but it was a screen pass that got them down near the 1. You got to watch for that. I think what you got to do is just do your thing. You know, everybody's got to stay in position, stay in their lane, do their job. As long as nobody plays a hero here and everybody is disciplined, I think, you know, we can hold them.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's second goal from the 1. So.
Hard to stop any team with that many tries when you're only looking at a yard. They're going to stay in the shotgun again. Scott back there. Keeps it himself, trying to get around the end, and he'll be short.
I don't think he made it.
No.
Actually,
might have lost.
I think he lost a yard or two.
Scott is quick. Good thing Maddox Hutchings is fast as well.
Well, looks like to me they've got a yard marker just about on the, I don't know, it's probably the 3 or 4, so I'm guessing he lost a couple.
Hands off again up the middle. This time he's in. He didn't get too far over the line, but that's all you got to do is break the plane. Number 40, Ginavola. That'll make it 14-6 as Marshall gets on the board. Snaps there. The hold is blocked. The hold was off the snap was off just a little bit. By the time they got a held, the Tigers were there to smack it down. 8:51. Tigers up 14-6. We'll be back in just a moment with the next almost 9 minutes of the second quarter right after this on the Paris Sports Network.
Since 1950, Ingram's Waste Disposal has proudly served Edgar and Clark County with residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor services, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Stop by 501 Grandview Street in Paris or call 217-465-3335.
All right. Here we are, smack in the middle of the second quarter, 14-6. Tigers going to get the ball back. I'd love to see another score on this possession.
Well, that would be
I like that 2-score buffer there. Yeah. You know, I'm a little more comfortable then.
Right.
This kickoff being brought to you by First Farmers Bank in Paris and Ingram's Waste Disposal.
And plus, we're going to get the ball back to start third quarter, so.
Oh, that'd be great. I'd love a 9-minute drive here. Kind of a squib kick right down the side, picked up by the Tigers. Good return, out past the 40-yard line.
That was number 11 for the Tigers. Dawson Rogers on,
Yeah.
on the return. So going to spot the ball just, in the 41 maybe?
I believe so. It looks like it, yeah. 41-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Dawson Rogers very wide to the near side. There's nobody out here, Lenny.
Here he comes.
All right, finally. Getting some coverage from Sanders.
Hutchings is coming in with, he's going clear to the other side.
So
He's going to line up in the slot.
Rogers, a screen pass out there quickly down the sideline. Complete. They're going to have to help us with a number there, Lenny. I couldn't see it.
I wasn't sure if maybe Hutchings dropped back into that slot. No, Vitale.
All right.
Catch.
That'll pick up about 4 yards or so.
Yeah.
2nd and 6. Ball to 45. 3 receivers again to the right. Rogers looking for the slant to Dawson.
Oh, was behind him. Incomplete.
Dawson couldn't hang on.
I liked it, though. If he'd have let him out in front, he could have went for some pretty good yardage. But when he had to kind of pivot back around and try to catch it from behind him, and
It's hard to cross your body like that. That ball's coming in there with some pretty good zip on it. And to reach back behind you like that, it's not an easy task. 3rd and 6 now from the 45. Twins to the right. 2 backs in the backfield. Bobbled snap. Hands it off to Burns, who piles ahead. Rather pedestrian carry for Burns.
yeah, it was. Well, it's kind of a bobbled snap, so we're lucky we got a positive yardage at all, I thought.
And we're going to send the punt team in now, I believe. With 7:45 to go in the 2nd quarter. Hutchings will be standing back to snap, or back to punt. I'm thinking about the snap here because they've been low lately. It is low, but he gets it cleanly. No pressure on him.
Oh,
good
great kick.
And look at this
Look
spot.
yeah, it's going
5
to
yard line.
right there on the 5-yard line. Heck of a punt.
All right, he brought out the wedge on that one. A little backspin on it, I think. And just died there at the 5-yard line. That's the best I've got for golf reference, Lenny. I can't do any better than that. I'm not even sure if that was accurate, but hey, you know, it sounded good. And to the non-golf fans out there, they're going to think I know what I'm talking about. So the golf fans are probably laughing at me.
Yeah, you pretty accurate.
I did okay. All right.
That's about a pitch and wedge.
Pitching,
Had
okay.
some backspin on it.
I said a wedge. I didn't know, like, I didn't want to identify it. Sound off. Oh, bobble snap is down low. Gets the pass off. Complete. Hanging on.
Oh, they got him, though.
It's going to be a 1st down. He almost got away.
That's what I was afraid of. He was going to break away.
The snap was bobbled, and Scott just did get rid of it. But he hit Bowden there open, and he did the receivers, you know, you catch the ball and you drop your hips, you turn to the inside like that, and because you got the defender going the other direction and just about spun away from him. Twins to the right this time, 1 back in the backfield. And Scott's going to spin to the right.
Picked
off! All the way into the end zone. How about that? Carter Krippus with his 2nd interception of the night, a pick 6. That could not have been played any better by Carter, as he was not covering the guy. Scott rolled out real quick, tried to throw that little short pass, and Carter just cut right into the lane and took off the other way with it. 20-6. There's the hold. Line drive kick is up and good. Tigers on top, 21-6. 6:42 to go. We'll take a quick break. Be back in just a moment on the Paris Sports Network.
If you're looking for agricultural, business, or personal loans, Longview Bank has you covered. They can even help you out with investment options and online banking. With locations in Paris, Marshall, Chrisman, and Georgetown, they're always ready with the services you need. Visit them online at longviewbank.com.
.642, Tigers up 21-6. The defense coming up big tonight. They've given up some big plays, but they've also stepped up and made some big plays tonight. Now ready to kick off from the 40-yard line. All right, here comes Rigdon. Puts a foot in it. Back to the 10-yard line. And he'll go right back up the middle.
Gets it up to about the 30, maybe 31. And it looks like this side official's going to spot him, yeah, just about the 31. Well, now he's moving it up to about the 32, so I don't know where he's going to spot it for sure.
I say 31.
And
nope, he picks it up and moves it. Almost 32.
That's what we're going to call it, Marshall 32.
All right. Two receivers to the right. And Scott flips it out on the option play. He's got some room around the side. A big hit there. 25. Haven't called him yet.
That was Husingay.
That was Husingay, yeah. He put the hammer on Camden Yantis over here. He set it down and picked it up, moved it again. He's having trouble spotting the ball tonight. I don't think I'd do any better, but second and very, very short here. Scott spins to his right. He's going to keep it. There's a flag down, and he's not going to get the first down.
No, he's not.
That's a flag back in the backfield.
I'm guessing that's going to be a hold.
That it is. Tigers will take that penalty. Get them away from that first down marker. That'll put them back behind the original line of scrimmage.
Should bring up about 2nd and
11. I think so. Yep, 2nd and 11. I like that better than 2nd and an inch.
Yeah, for sure.
Man in motion again. Scott keeps it. He's going to try to scramble up the middle. He's got a hole this time. Gets to the outside.
There's an illegal block in the back. It's coming back.
Yep, flag down at the 35-yard line.
I wasn't sure he's going to throw it, but he did. I seen it, so. Happened right here about the 40-yard line.
Yep. Well, if you're the Marshall coach right now, you've got to be beside yourself. You know, you've fallen down 21-6. You already moved the ball down the field last time. You scored. You're doing it now. And a lot of consecutive plays, you just keep moving yourself back. Sometimes you can be your own worst enemy or opponent there.
We was last week.
That we were.
All right. Now
Second
it's
and longer.
2nd and 17.
Tigers showing a little pressure up the middle. They're going to bring one of the linebackers. They set up a screen pass, though. And they get through it. He's still going. And
He might have the first down.
I think he does. Ginavola on the reception. And I think that's just the wrong play call at the right time kind of thing. They called the screen when we called the blitz, and
they let us come through, and then they dumped it off over our heads. And
yeah, Brinkerhoff was in the backfield that time. Cohen was nowhere near giving pursuit or sliding out to be with that screen. We just ran ourselves out of that one. No fault to anyone, just the right play call. Scott flips it out on the option. Tigers turn him inside. He's only going to get a couple.
that was Husingay.
Yep.
Went around the right side, picked up about 3.
Husingay will trot off the field. They'll bring another guy in. I believe 14, Tucker Osborne's one that came in. He'll line up as a wide receiver on the far side. Handoff right back up the middle. A couple yards. Ginavola again. A 3rd down and 5. Ball at the Marshall 48-yard line. 3.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. The game feels like it's moved a little quicker than last week too, Lenny.
A little bit.
Man in motion. Scott tries to keep it himself up the middle. He'll pick up a couple. Shy of the first down.
Scott, the ball carrier, gain of about 3. He's going to bring up 4th down.
Scott comes up hopping. They're going to have an official timeout.
Yeah, he's got to come off, so that's going to put Ben Harper probably back in at quarterback again.
Another one on 4th down. And the officials, Marshall, going to call timeout.
Timeout, yeah.
2:52. Marshall calls a timeout. 21-6 the score. We'll take a quick one and be back in just a moment on the Paris Sports Network.
Moody Farms of Paris is a proud supporter of Paris Tiger student athletes. Whether they're on the court, in the field, or in the classroom, Moody Farms wants to wish all of our Tigers the best of luck this year.
Welcome back. This timeout also being brought to you by Stewart and Carroll Funeral Homes and Terry Ellison State Farm Insurance. It's going to be 4th and about 2 yards to go with the ball on the 49-yard line of the Tigers. Marshall's gone for it a couple times on 4th down, both times with the backup quarterback in.
And that's going to be the situation this time as well, because Scott had to go out when he limped off the field, so I don't think they can bring him back in, even though they called the timeout.
Nope.
Looks like number 7 is going to be the up back.
19's the quarterback. Luke Brody. Fakes the handoff, tries to go around the corner. He'll have the first down, picks up a few. Give him about 4 or 5 yards on the play. So Luke Brody getting out to the 45. Yeah, we'll call it the 45-yard line. After he picks it up, moves it again. I don't think he trusts his first placement. And Brody's going to stay out there. So they're going to work on Scott. And Out of the pistol formation again. Oh, swallowed up at the backfield. Down he goes. The ball might have gotten loose there, Lenny.
That's what I'm wondering. Paris is saying they've got it.
It's going to depend on the whistle. They're coming up with the ball. I haven't seen a signal, but the Tigers have the ball.
Well, they're switching to football, so.
All right. Yeah, I never did see the pointing that direction, but I'll take it. Another turnover for Marshall. Tigers with the recovery. Was not a pretty tackle. I think sometimes when you grab them up high and you're swinging them and more guys are hitting them, that ball can swing around too. You're not your normal just hitting them and knocking them down, and it tends to come loose. So 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the Marshall 49-yard line. Man in motion now. They give it to him on the sweep, trying to beat him to the corner. Calhoun had nowhere to go. The field was just not wide enough.
No, it wasn't.
Another 10 yards, maybe he could have turned that corner, but 2:17 on the clock. We lost of a yard. Ball now the 50. Another empty backfield for Rogers. 2 receivers to the right, 3 to the left. Hutchings the nearest man. He's slot to the left. Time Rogers in motion. They're bringing the blitz. And Rogers tries to run
Drew
by the blitz.
Yeah, he tried to sneak it up the middle.
He's going to get a couple.
Yeah, the Marshall player still down. Now he's up. Big number 58.
Long 3rd down for the Tigers. 3rd down and 9 now.
That's JT Burnsides. He was a little slow getting up for the Lions, but all right, 3rd and 9, Beej. Going to air it out?
I think you have to here. Hutchings in the backfield with him. 2 receivers each side. They got the blitz on him. Finally throws it away, and it's incomplete.
It's incomplete. Number 5.
9.
9, okay,
Yep.
yeah. Carter Cochran. Haven't called his name tonight yet.
No, he had a couple big plays last week over in Charleston. He was trying to stay in bounds, so he could only reach so far.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, unable to bring that one in, and we're going for it. Only a minute and a half to go.
I was going to say there's only a minute 26 left, so.
4th and 9. They brought a lot of pressure last time. And now the official timeout.
I think we got a Marshall kid that's not feeling real well.
He's got his helmet off, and he's all bent over out there. That is number 74, Ricky Gibson. He's a junior lineman.
Well, he's going to get off the field at least under his own power, but he didn't look real good up there lined up in that 3-point stance. He was pretty wobbly.
And after thinking about it for a moment, now we're going to go ahead and punt. They still think we're going for it, though. They don't have anybody back to receive. They're ready for a fake. A high, short kick.
Yeah.
Went out of bounds behind the official. He didn't see it go out. The other guys are going to spot it. 1:18 on the clock. Marshall will take over now.
Well, we definitely got a great spot there because that ball had to cross the line somewhere up here around the 30.
It sure seemed like it.
I'm thinking so. I complained last week about getting poor spots, but Marshall got a poor spot there, I'm telling you.
Well, at least you're man enough to acknowledge it. That's good. All right, 1:18 to go. 1st and 10 for the Lions at their own 26-yard line. One wide receiver wide to the right. Everybody else up around the line of scrimmage. A 4-down lineman for the Tigers. They're ready for a pass. They're going to run it up the middle, and Tigers stuff it. The Tigers got a guy down. Holding the back of his head, neck area.
I can't see the number, though. It looks like 60-something.
Kind of looks like Evan Ramsey.
Boy, I hope not. He's one of our studs on defense.
That he is.
I'm thinking it's either that or Drake East, I'm thinking. I'm thinking of 62. He's still holding the back of his neck a little bit, so.
Well, once they get him checked out here, it'll be 2nd down. We have 2 timeouts if we want to try to get the ball back. For just 1:05 seconds, I don't think there's going to be enough there to work with, so they may be content to just stop him here and run the clock out if possible. Yeah, just a stinger on the neck, it looks like. He will have to come out for a play, though. His numbers shrank. I think it's 60. Yeah, 62 is still out there, so
Okay.
East is still out there.
Okay, you're right. It is 60.
Yep, Ramsey comes off for a play. They'll get him some water, and he'll be good to go here. All right, winding the clock up again, now at 1 minute to go. Man in motion, they'll hand it to him around the right side. Husingay on the sweep. He didn't
Not much
pick
there.
up about 3 or 4 yards. Now under 1 minute to go, 40 seconds on the clock.
Looked like 18, Ben Harper's back at quarterback right at the moment.
Third and 3, down to 16 seconds on the clock. 4 on the play clock. They got to run one more play. Looking to pass. It's going to be a fade down the sideline. It's complete.
Oh, our defender slipped, but he
Yep.
got back up in time to make the tackle. But
I think that was Yantis. Lost his footing for a second. Gave up the completion. There's only 3 seconds on the clock. I don't think they'll get the play off. They're winding it now, and that's the end of the half. Tigers on top, 21-6 here at the end of the first half. We'll take a break and hear from some of our sponsors and be back in just a little bit here on the Paris Sports Network.
Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use.
We are many, we are one. You have so much to give, continuing what we've begun, helping our families to truly live. I will, you will, together we will show some heart, do our part, take a compassionate stand for good, forever, for Edgar County, ECCF.
Edgar County Community Foundation.
At First Farmers, we are committed to the communities we serve. For us, joining a community means more than just opening shop. We want to see businesses thrive, generational farms succeed, and local families continue to put down roots and grow. Whether you're looking for a farm loan, managing a business, building a nest egg for a new home, or searching for the personal financial tools that will set you up for financial success, we've got you covered. At First Farmers Bank and Trust in Paris. The skating rink at Twin Lakes, formerly known as Twin Lakes Roller Rink, has been a popular establishment in Paris for over 60 years. New owners CJ and Mary Jo Becker are bringing new life to the skating rink with arcade games, a snack bar, TV hangout area for teens, and lots of roller skating. Stop by 1250 North Main Street in Paris on Friday and Saturday nights from 6 to 10, with a fifth quarter on Friday nights until midnight, and on Sundays from 2 to 4. Follow them on Facebook for more upcoming events. Family owned in Paris for 38 years, Savoya's Pizza is the place for real Italian food. Be sure to try their famous pizza nuggets and follow them on Facebook for their latest specials. Stop by 327 North Main Street for carryout or call 217-463-2500 for delivery. White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning have been your hometown boys for over 50 years, offering 23.5-hour service. That's right, they need a half hour for coffee. Call John at 217-465-3195.
Welcome to halftime at Tiger Stadium. On the field are your Paris Marching Tigers, under the direction of drum majors Elizabeth Alexander, Tristan Lovell, and Lillian Stafford. Tonight, the Marching Tigers will be performing the first two movements of their 2024 show titled Neuralink, arranged and composed by Jeff Chambers. The performance will feature saxophonist Ian Farrell, Jameson Holloway, Paven Walker, and Graham Templeton. They're known as the best band in the land. How about another big hand for the Paris High School Marching Tigers? The Marching Tigers are led by Dr. Kevin Pruitt, Assistant Director Jessica Hendrickson, Color Guard Instructors Zach and Haley Cassad, Percussion Technicians Jonathan Boren and Eric Hendrickson, and Choreographer Carly Tessero. We would like to wish the Marching Tigers the best as they begin their competition season tomorrow at Monticello. Good luck, and another big round of applause for your Marching Tigers.
Well, the high school band doing their job tonight, just like the football guys are, looking good. I'd say they're in mid-season form themselves, Lenny.
They look pretty good. I'm not sure I knew the song, but that's all right. They performed well, so sounds like they start their competition tomorrow maybe.
They're going to have a busy season. Dr. Pruitt always has them in shape, and they perform well every year, so always fun to watch. We've got about 4 minutes left here in the halftime before they slap another 3 minutes on there.
Yeah, for sure. But that's all right. We don't want anybody to get hurt. We want to make sure they all get stretched out.
You could just put 3 minutes on there, but, that's all right. Never understood that part.
I never did either, but I never understood why they changed footballs either. You'd think it'd be like basketball, one basketball for both teams, one football for both teams. Just use it and go with it. But
I don't know. I can't explain that one either. It's good to have extra footballs.
Well, yeah, I can see having extras, but I mean, I know when Marshall kicks off, then they take the ball out and bring in the Paris ball so Paris can use the ball they're familiar with. I don't know. I don't get it, but a football's a football.
Yeah, all got the same air pressure in them unless you got Brady around.
You would think.
Yeah.
Oh, well, let's run down some halftime stats.
They are inflated as well today.
Yep. For the Marshall Lions, I've got Trey Scott before he was injured and left the game. 5 carries for 9 yards. Ben Harper, 2 carries for 10 yards. Dom Husengay, I've got him 4 carries for 19. Luca Giovanola, I got him 6 carries for 14. And Luke Brody, 1 carry for 3. Throwing the ball, Scott was 9 out of 15 for 136, but he did have the 2 interceptions, and Krippus returned the 1 for the touchdown. Harper came in and threw 1 pass for 24 yards, so he's perfect 1 for 1. Receiving the ball, Gavin Bowood is the big receiver. I've got him 6 catches for 109. Harper has 1 catch for 15. Liam Kim has 2 catches for 19, and Giovolo has 1 catch for 17. The lone Marshall score came with 8:51 to go in the second quarter on a 3-yard run by Giovanola. The kick was no good, and at that point, Paris led 14-6. Marshall's been penalized 3 times for 25 yards, and like I said, they've got Scott fumbled the ball once, Krippus picked him off twice, once for a touchdown, and Brody fumbled the ball once. So Marshall's got 4 turnovers, and that doesn't bode well if you're trying to.
No, it doesn't. It's hard to do
win
much
a conference game. So
if you're handing the ball over. One was a pick 6. We turned some of the others into points as well. So
anyway, for your Paris Tigers, I've got Drew Rogers carrying the ball 3 times for 25. Mason Burns 9 carries for 114. Garrett Rigdon 1 carry for -7. Maddox Hutchings 2 carries for -3. Krippus has 1 carry for 26. And Andre Calhoun has 1 carry for -1. Throwing the ball, Rogers is 2 out of 6 for 12 yards. Catching the ball, both catches were by Carrick Vitale. And both catches were a total of 12 yards. Paris has not been penalized, and we have not turned the ball over, so I hope I don't come back to bite me. But
you play mistake-free ball, and you tend to be on the right side of things.
Exactly. So Paris opened things up in the first quarter with 6:13 to go on a 26-yard run by Krippus on the end around. The kick was good, and we led 7-0, and that capped off a 78-yard drive. Then in the second quarter, it was 11:46 to go. It was a 39-yard run by Burns. The kick was good, and we were up 14-0 at that point, and that capped off a 54-yard drive. Then with 6:42 to go in the second quarter, Krippus intercepts Scott for the touchdown. The kick was also good, and that made the score 21-6, and that's where we stand at halftime. 21-6, your Tigers on top.
So we've definitely had the advantage in field position tonight when you look at one in around the 20-yard line. Everything else has been around midfield.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Like you said, our first possession, we started on the 22, but then it was the 45, the 45, the 41, and the Marshall 49. So we've been, like you said, right there at the midfield stripe, one side or the other, the whole ball game. So
Let's see where they've been. They're 24, 33, 36, and then they did have a 44, but then immediately start at the 5-yard line.
Back, yeah,
that's where we got the pick six.
Mm-hmm.
And the 22 and 26, so they have not had good field position. But I think the mental game right now is where we're winning. Obviously, we're getting the blocks, we're doing the things on the field, but you're not having the penalties. We've seen Marshall have some big plays that have been just marched back with a lot of flags out there. You put the turnovers in there, the couple interceptions, and then the fumbles, and it's just hard to do anything with that. So Tigers back out of the locker room, as is Marshall, getting their warm-up in. All right, Lenny, I still don't know 45, but I do know he has red hair. It ought to be able to narrow it down.
Okay.
I'm guessing Blair.
Well,
Wait, he'll turn around in a second, put his helmet on or something, but I'm guessing Blair. I think that's who that is.
I couldn't tell you. I don't have a JV roster to even go by, so probably one of them two boys going up the ladder would know, though.
Probably.
Hey, guys, who's number 45 for us? There you go.
Eli Blair. I got it.
BJ is on it. 45 is Eli Blair, so let's see if we can't get that wrote down here somewhere.
You know, these guys come back through Wentz when they graduate. I haven't seen them since 5th grade. A lot of them I don't recognize. You got hair like that, all right. I remember that. There are some features you remember. Some kids you get to know a little closer, but I remember Eli, and he's got a younger brother, and Bain will be up there in a few years. And all right. Time has finally run off the clock. We are ready to go. Second half kickoff will be brought to you tonight by, let's see, how about Crispin Farm Center, your Massey Ferguson dealer there in Crispin. And Seed Solutions with Chip Keys.
Well, Marshall's going to kick it off, so Paris is going to get the ball to start the third quarter again, so
Now, this is where you want to be. You're up 21-6. You're getting the ball back.
Yep.
Put an exclamation mark on this second half early.
Yeah.
All right. Ready to kick off now from the 40-yard line.
Looks like number 34 is going to do the kicking, and that's going to be Hampton Parker.
Short kick. That may go out of bounds. And it does. Around the 32.
Kickoff is out of bounds. Tigers took over first and 10.
And where will they spot this at?
That's
Does
what
it come
I'm
up to
not
the...
sure. I'm not sure.
Can you just take it at 32 like a punt, or do you... I think they're asking Coach what he wants to do. Have him re-kick or move it up. All right, we'll just take the spot at
Looks like-
35.
Well, that's what looks like.
First 10 Tigers, ball thrown 35-yard line.
Two receivers very wide out to the right side. Braden Rogers barely in bounds. That's a handoff up the middle. Look at that speed. Mason Burns just shy of the first down marker by the time he quit rolling. That'll get marked back a little bit.
Looks like they're going to give him about 6 on the carry, though.
Second down with the ball just past the 40-yard line. Rogers and Mason Vitale to the near side. Takes the handoff, looking this way to Vitale. Complete at the 50. And he's a lot of John going on out there right now. Big first down for the Tigers. Mason Vitale with his 3rd reception of the night. Moves it down to the Marshall 38-yard line. You get a game the way it's been played, you get to this point, the frustrations start to run high.
A little bit, yeah. Especially if you're on the losing end.
You'll see some extra headbutts, a little shove here, a little stomp getting off the pile kind of thing. 2 backs in the backfield. Gives it to the second one. He's got a hole, slips a couple tackles, a spin move, still driving. Look at the way he's moving the pile, Lenny.
Wow.
Garrett Rigdon running hard.
Yes, he was.
All the way down to the 18-yard line. He was joined by some Tiger linemen there towards the end that wanted to help move the rugby pile down the field. 10:41, 1st and 10 for Paris at the 18-yard line. Three receivers to the right this time. Burns will stay in the backfield with Rogers. Rogers looking to his right. Completes it to Rigdon. Another spin move, stays in bounds inside the 10. Oh, just outside the 10. They're going to spot it around the 11. Give him about 7 yards there.
That's what I'm guessing, yeah. Let's see. That was Rigdon on the reception, wasn't
Yep.
it?
3 receivers to the left this time. Rogers by himself to the right. Burns with Drew in the backfield. Quick pass outside again to Vitale, and he's met right away. Mason Vitale with nowhere to go on that reception. Is there no gain on that one?
That's what I put down.
All right. They're going to send Vitale to the far side. Be a good place here for a slant to Rogers. Instead, they go right up the middle.
With Burns.
And he's in. Oh, he lost the ball, Lenny. It's a touchback. That ball popped right out of there into the hands of Marshall, and it's a touchback.
Wow.
I don't know if he was trying to stretch out there or what he was doing in the pile, but yeah, the ball shot right out. Turnover. First turnover of the night for the Tigers as they were just marching to the end zone. Now you keep your chin up and you answer on defense now. Scott's back out there at quarterback, hands it off, and no gain up the middle. Came back with Giovanola again. Giannavola. There we go. Here at the 9-minute mark in the third quarter. They gave him a yard, though. 2nd and 9. Scott out of the shotgun. Man in motion, the flag. That's going to be illegal procedure.
Yep.
They 5-yard penalty. Make it 2nd and 14. A 47 on the clock. Ball moved back to the 16-yard line now.
Be 2nd and 14.
They've got nothing to lose at this point. I'd be looking for him to air the ball out a bit, especially in this situation. Rolls to his right. Runs out of time and finally just throws it out of bounds.
Nobody home, and he just chucks it out of bounds.
3rd and 14 from the 16-yard line. You know they're going to throw it, but you can't get too aggressive.
Right.
You still got to be disciplined. You can't just think, all right, we're going to get a sack, we're going to go after him, or I'm going to intercept it or something. You've still got to do your job, do your role.
Kind of stay in your lanes. Don't let him beat you on that roll out.
Don't assume, that's when you get a double move from the receiver and leave you in the dust. Spins out to his right, deep downfield, and overthrows his receiver. By a good margin. Intended for Caden Sanders, but he didn't have a shot at it.
Calhoun was back there on the coverage. Was pretty well with him step for step, actually.
So, a perfect throw. Maybe. Might have made it, but that's not what we got. So they're going to punt now. Is that Husengay, the punter? Oh, dangerous catch on the punt. Stiff arm, gets out of bounds. A good return for the Tigers by Carter Krippus. Oh, made me nervous.
Yeah, it did.
Guy's there in his face, and you're running towards the kick. That's the thing, though. Punt returners do that stuff all the time.
Yeah.
If you're a punt returner,
you got no fear.
You don't. There's no fear. You think you can score on every kick. And you don't want to take that mentality away because sometimes they can.
Okay, there's 27.
Yep, Twins to the right. Burns blowing by guys. Sidesteps one, and he's in. Mason Burns with just an extra set of gears out there. 27-16. Tigers stretching this one out now a little bit with 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. Now waiting for the extra point. Low snap. They get the hold down. There's the kick, and it's good. 28-6. Tigers up on Marshall. 8 minutes to go in the third. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Paris Sports Network. The Paris Sports Network would like to give a big thank you to our affiliate sponsors, Dan and Sherry Hutchings, Steve and Lynn Young, Paul and Kathy Porter, Denny and Mary Lou Pine, and Tom and Marnita Stuck. The cheerleaders getting a workout down there tonight, Lenny.
Yeah, they are.
They do the number of push-ups on the scoreboard. So they did their
28,
7, and then they did 14, then they did 21. Now they've done 28, so they're getting up there.
They are. I didn't like to do push-ups when I was in PE and had to, much less when you're out here cheering. And
They've been 60 so far. He's got to run with the ball there. He tried to call a fair
Yeah,
catch after he caught it.
But then he took off and ran, so I'm not sure he knew what to do with it, to be honest, other than he knew he caught the ball.
I think he thought he called a fair catch, but you can't do that after you catch it. At least he ran with it. He didn't get smacked and fumble it or something. And all right, so they're going to have a lesson tomorrow on what a fair catch looks like. That's a first. I'd never seen that before. All right, 7:56 on the clock. 1st and 10 for Marshall now at their own 35-yard line. Out of the pistol formation. Guys twitching everywhere. Snap is lost, and they just fall on it. Big loss there.
Scott wasn't ready for the snap and hit him in the hands.
Fortunately for them, Gianavola was there to fall on it.
That's too bad for him because he's got to take the loss.
Yeah, now it's back at the 28-yard line. Big second down. A lot of yards to go. They're going to hand it off.
That's
Gay,
and he didn't get anything either. He might have lost a yard or two.
Tigers are on to that sweep.
I think they're going to say no gain, maybe.
Yep. They actually marked him back. He lost about a half a yard. Ball now back at the 27-yard line. 3rd and about 18 yards to go or so. Receiver sliding in a little bit. Fakes the handoff. Pass over the middle. Couldn't quite connect. Threw it into coverage. And that'll bring up a long 4th down and another punt situation. They'll send 2 guys back. Dawson Rogers back to return with Carter Krippus. The punter back at the 15-yard line. 3 guys in front of him. They snap it over him. Almost got a hand on it. This is a returnable kick. Rogers goes up for it. And Kiss can't get away. Had 3 guys to evade.
I thought he was going to slip it for a second, but
that takes some guts to jump in the air to catch a punt.
Catch it like that, and then no, you got 3 guys coming at you. Well, we're going to start at our 49, so.
Field position staying in our favor right now. Twins to the right. Rogers in the shotgun. Hands it off to Hutchings. Trying to get around the end. Manages to turn the corner. Pretty good gain. Stays in bounds. Picks up about 6 or 7. Started at the 49, and he'll give him 6 yards. They're going to spot it at the 45 of Marshall. Well, it just seems like Burns gets the ball, and he's upfield 3 or 4 yards before anybody's touching him. All these other guys are just trying to sprint to the sideline every time, trying to outrun him. 2nd and 4. Fakes a handoff, dropping back. Throws it out to Vitale again, turns upfield, got the 1st down. Mason Vitale. Got him backwards there for a second. Picks up the 1st down, run him out at the 38-yard line. Is he the only Tiger to catch a ball tonight?
No, Rigdon caught that one screen for 7 yards.
That's right. Twins both directions this time. Rogers drops back. He's got some pressure on him. Takes a shot and fires it over the middle. It's incomplete.
Rogers pass incomplete. Intended for Dawson Rogers. 2nd down.
Gets up and adjusts all the pads. Puts himself back in place. They hammered him on that one.
Yeah, they did.
That tells you how much he wants to play and win. If you're the #1 ranked high jumper in the state, college is waiting on you, and you're willing to step in the pocket and take a shot like that to throw the ball. No, that one gets batted away, and it's going to be picked off. Interception will put it in Paris territory at the 49. Just rotten luck there.
Yes, it was. The ball was batted, and Giovanola just right place at the right time.
So that's 2 rotten luck turnovers here in the second half for the Tigers. A fumble down by the end zone, and then a tipped ball for an interception. You're up 28-6. 5 minutes left in the third. You don't want a team like this to give them reason to think they can come back. Scott dropping back. Flips it out to the side. It's complete.
Pass is complete to Harper.
Yep. Hutchings, I think, on the tackle.
You got about, what, 4?
I think so. They'll spot it at the 45-yard line. Out of the pistol again. Hands it off up the middle. Gain of a couple. They're going to give him 3 yards. That's been his game tonight. 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
Pretty much. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 4.
Ball to 42. Fakes the handoff. Yep, this has been successful one other time for him tonight. Complete again to number 7, Liam Kime. Mason Vitale on the stop. At the 4-minute mark, 4:01 on the clock. 1st and 10 of the Paris 32. Scott fakes the handoff. Same play, other direction. This time Burns with the tackle. And get about 9 yards. If I'd Marshall, I'd turn around and run the play back again.
I would too.
Wide side this way this time.
It's working. I mean,
Kime lines up again in the slot to the near side. Scott fires out to the left. That's out of bounds. Intended for Sanders. Brings up 3rd down now. About 2 yards to go. Ball just past the 25-yard line. And the clock running. 3:16. Marshall down by 22. Fakes the handoff. Oh, pressure pushed him out. He pulls it back to throw it. And is it complete?
I think so.
Yep, just shy of the goal line. I think he might have had the first down if he'd kept running. Pulled up and fired it inside the 5. Tigers had some pressure, forced him out of the pocket, but made a good throw on the run. They're going to mark it at the 6-yard line. Scott tries to roll to his right. This time gets wrapped up, and he's going down. Dropped in the backfield.
Could you see who caught that last ball over there on that last pass?
I did not. Loss on the play of about 3 makes it 2nd and goal from the 9. Handoff right up the middle, and he's pushing the pile. Short of the goal line. 7 yards, that's his biggest gain of the night.
I think so.
3rd and goal now. Ball around the 2-yard line. Scott hands it off again. And he falls into the end zone. Made it in by inches. (28-12) the score, 1:43 on the clock. Tigers sending in some other subs looking for a 2-point conversion here. They're going to go for it. Brought in a bigger lineman down there. Scott drops it. And gets away from us near the goal line. Tigers stand him up. I think he's short. No good. I'll give him something for the effort. But he comes up short. The score 28-12. Tigers up. Back in just a moment with 1:43 to go in the 3rd on the Paris Sports Network.
Since 1950, Ingram's Waste Disposal has proudly served Edgar and Clark County with residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor services, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Stop by 501 Grandview Street in Paris or call 217-465-3335.
It's a 16-point lead for the Tigers, 28-12, 1:43 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Tigers going back to receive the kickoff. They kind of squibbed the last one out there. Short kick out of bounds again.
Yep. Well, I guess that's one way to keep from running the ball back.
They may make him kick it again this time. Tigers going to take the penalty and make him re-kick it.
There you go. That'll back them up 10 and
I think it's just a 5-yard penalty.
I guess it is just 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're definitely trying to keep it away from our deep guys. Tigers have got guys up close here. They're ready for the short kick at the squib or the onside. Keep that one on the ground. Calhoun scoops it up, looking for a block, trying to get outside.
Fumbled.
And Marshall picks it up. Another turnover deep in Tiger territory now. Big turning point in the game here, Lenny.
Yeah, it is.
You're still up 16, a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. Now there's a flag. Too many guys in the huddle.
For them?
Yep. As they were leaving the huddle to go up to the line of scrimmage, number 14 took off and started sprinting off the field. That means they had 12 guys in the huddle. So that'll bump them back 5 yards. A big moment here. You were in charge of the game. Now things aren't quite going your way. Oh, ball gets away from Marshall. And I think they finally fell on it. You know, things aren't going well for us at the moment, but you've got to, this is a time where you answer back. Official timeout. We got a Tiger down. Ball's going to be marked at the 40-yard line. It's going to be second and like 23 yards. This is the kind of point where the frustration can take over for you and lead to more bad plays or missed assignments. You've got to take it in stride, have a short memory, and come back, and you see coaching really play a point there at that moment in the game. So Tigers almost got one back there, so they're very close to getting the ball there. It's going to be a long second down. All right, back on his feet. Is that Carter? Yeah, Carter Easton, number
Carter
54.
Easton.
The wind knocked out of him for a second there, hopefully. He's going to come out for a bit.
Seems like he's kind of favoring that right arm a little bit.
Yeah, they're going to check him out a little more over here on the sideline.
That seems to be what they're looking at anyways, that right arm, right hand, somewhere
down low, around the wrist. Forearm area.
Yeah.
Back in the pistol formation, they fake the handoff. Scott drops back, rolls to his right, fires it downfield, complete. What a throw in double coverage.
That was number 11 with the catch, Boyd.
Big game. Back down to that 6-yard line again. That's where we went last time. First and goal from the 6. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Scott rolling to his left. Incomplete. Again, tried to flip it out there to Kime, because they've only killed us with that several times. Stops the clock for a moment at 33 seconds. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 6. Scott will take the snap, gives the handoff right up the middle. Got to pick up a couple.
Okay, who's carrying the ball? Javola?
Yep.
Again? Okay.
Gianavola gets it inside the 5. It'd be 3rd and goal from the 3. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Time expires with Marshall threatening 3rd and goal from the 3, trailing Paris by 16. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Paris Sports Network.
Imagine if your farm lender specialized in agriculture. At Farm Credit Illinois, we reprice loans at no cost. We offer fixed and adjustable loan options tailored to your farm business. When you choose Farm Credit Illinois, you're not just getting low upfront interest rates. You're getting all these benefits and more. You're joining a cooperative committed to helping you succeed. Contact me, Heather Dunn, or Julie Crippen, loan officers at Farm Credit Illinois in Paris at 217-465-7605 or visit farmcreditil.com/contact. Good luck, Tigers, this sporting season.
Welcome back. 4th quarter action ready to get underway here from Paris High School. 12 minutes of football left to go, Lenny. And I hope nobody went home early.
I hope not, because this one's far from over. Marshall's threatening again. We're up 28-12 to start this 4th quarter, but
extra points are going to be big. They're down 3 scores there with that extra. Well, 2-point conversions. If they could pull out 2 of those, that would get them the 16 they need to tie the game. As we've seen so far, anything can happen.
This is going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 3.
Carter Easton's got his helmet on. They've snapped him back up, and he's out there with the coaches now, ready to get back in the game. That's a good sign.
That is a good sign.
2 receivers to the right, out of the shotgun. Hands it off, and he's in. Gianavola in for the 3-yard touchdown run. He's not even averaging 2 yards a carry tonight. But it gets Marshall within 10. 28-18. Of course, they're going to go for the 2-point conversion. This is a big one. You hold them here, you guarantee they're down 2 scores. Scott hands it off. Gianavola is in. That's a big one. 28-20. Marshall just down 1 touchdown. Just under 12 minutes to go in the game. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Paris Sports Network.
With 2 convenient locations in Paris and Kansas, Templeton Funeral Home is always there providing the care and service you and your loved ones deserve. Pete, Mark, and the staff at Templeton Funeral Home would like to wish all the Tigers the best of luck this season. Go Tigers!
It's getting serious for the Tigers here. 28-20. At one point, looked like they were going to walk away with this one, Lenny. Get the fumble down there in the end zone. Then the fumble on the kickoff return. You start giving them extra possessions.
And they capitalized.
That they have. Tigers are going to have to manufacture some points on this one, but they need to run some time off the clock, march it down the field, and score here. Just settle down and do what they can do. Returnable kick back to the 15-yard line. Trying to bounce away from people, losing some ground now. Hutchings shaking and baking and goes down hard around the 30-yard line. Probably feels like he just ran 100 yards.
Well, at least 30 anyway.
Yeah.
35.
Took that from the 15 up to the 30. Two receivers wide to the right. It's like Burns in the backfield with Rogers. 4 down linemen for Marshall. Now showing blitz. Here they come. Burns gets hit at the line. Spins past a couple of them. Picks up about 4 yards. Second down and 6. Respotted it again.
Yeah, they're not too sure where they want to spot it, are they,
Yeah,
Beach?
he sets it down, and then he looks at the official, and then he positions it in the right spot. It's just kind of odd that he doesn't do it the first time. Burns again. Nope, Rogers keeps it. Tries to get around the corner. He's going to be just shy of the first down marker. Bring up 3rd and short. Oh, he didn't move that one. So 3rd and 1. "20 seconds on the play clock. Tigers taking a while to get this one in. Rogers way wide to the right. 2 receivers to the near side. Hand off to Burns, trying to get off tackle. He does so, picks up the first down. Not much after that, though. He went a lot farther, but he stepped out of bounds around the 44. So first down, moving the chains, 10:27 on the clock. That's the best part, is they keeping the clock running.
Keep the clock running and just keep picking up the first downs and just methodically move it down the field and punch one in.
Twins to the right, 2 backs in the backfield. And the flag. Illegal motion, yeah. False start, Tigers were moving. That's what you can't have, though.
That's our first penalty tonight, though. So.
Yep. Five-yard penalty, replay first down. Twins to the right. Burns lines up on the right side of Rogers. Rogers keeps it behind Burns, turns tackle. Still on his feet, very close to a first down. Going to depend on the spot. He's got 14 or 15 yards here.
Did.
A pickup of 14, he'll be 2nd down and 1.
All right.
And the clock's still running. That's
Under
the main
10 minutes
thing.
now.
Second and real short, so you could do just about anything on this play. I mean, you could air one out.
I think it may be the Mason Burns show between he and Rogers the rest of this drive till they stop him. Rogers keeps it again. The fake to Burns. He's got the first down.
Rogers, the ball carrier, pickup of 8, and a Tiger first down.
And why not? I mean, they're expecting Burns to get the ball every time. They're going to jump all over him. You fake it to him and run it up the middle. Wind that clock up again.
Yep.
9.5 minutes to go.
Keep her running.
High snap. Oh, and it gets away. Rogers going to have to fall on this one. He gets it back. Oh, dear.
Man, that's a killer there. Holy cow. 5, 10, 15, 20, 21-yard loss.
And Marshall calls a timeout. They realize that they've got a golden opportunity here. They want to talk this over. And they got guys that they came out their game plans to stop Rogers, stop Burns on this drive, and now they got to be ready for something else. It's second and super long here. What are we looking at? Second and 31.
Oh, man, yeah, every bit of it, yeah, because he lost 21 yards on that play.
We've had some high snaps tonight. That's the first one to get away from Rogers. I'm just thankful he was able to get down there and fall on it because there were two Lions right there on his heels. I wonder why it is. You get a bad snap like that, and it's like your offensive line dissolves. When you can block them, and as soon as there's a bad snap,
nobody blocks.
Nobody blocks. It's like, I don't know how the defense always gets through on a bad snap like that. Okay, 3 receivers to Veneer's side. Burns goes over to the right side of Rogers now, out of the shotgun again. And it's complete. Good hard running. Griffith scoots out to the 46-yard line. Brings up third down. Even if you end up punting here, you want to be gaining yardage. You didn't want to be punting from your 30-yard line, or your punter be back at the 20 at that point. Down to 8 minutes now. 11 on the play clock. 3 receivers wide to the right. Rogers looking to his right. He's got a lot of time. He's going to go deep downfield.
Oh!
Just batted away.
Rigdon was there, too.
Gavin Bowden, number 11. Did he get a hand on that one?
I think so. Somebody tipped it.
It wouldn't have been a first down without some yards after the catch there anyways, but it would have been a lot nicer for the punter. Now he's going to be standing back at the 34-yard line. A lot of time. Long kick. And it's going to be returned. Slips by 3 tackles. Good return. Gets all the way out to the 35-yard line. Braden Rogers a little shaken up. Or Dawson Rogers, that is. Too many Rogers out there. Hopefully just cramping up there as he comes off.
Okay, Marshall's going to have the ball with 7:49. And the ball's going to be at the 36-yard line.
And Marshall calls timeout again.
Marshall, 7:49 left in the game.
Now that's their second timeout. They should only have 1 left. That's pretty big, too. Now, they're coming from behind. They're not going to be able to stop the clock. So we'll take a quick one as well. We'll be back in just a moment on the Paris Sports Network.
North American Lighting is a leading supplier of automotive lighting systems in North America, and they're proud supporters of Paris Tiger Athletics. They'd like to wish all the Tigers the best of luck this sporting season.
Maybe a little clock mismanagement there for Marshall, calling a timeout out of a change of possession. It's 4th down. You know you're getting the ball back. And that wasn't a turnover, and now you've got the ball 1st and goal or something.
Yeah, it wasn't no surprise because they knew they were getting it on the punt. So
most importantly, he takes it down to 1 timeout. Tigers still with all three of theirs. 7:49 on the clock. 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Scott out of the pistol. Will take the snap and hands it off. Very little room there. Husingay. Move it out to the 39. Gain of about 3. So 2nd and 7. 7:21 on the clock. Sanders wide to the right side. 2 receivers to the left. Hands it off again up the middle, and he's stuffed.
Nothing. He might have got a 1, maybe.
Gain of 1. Carter Krippus back out there for the Tigers, I believe. Or not Krippus, Eastham, after getting dinged up a little bit. No, he's not. He's still on the sideline here. I'm sorry. They got somebody else real tall out there. Does have his helmet on the sideline, though. It is a good sign. 3rd and 6. Looking to his left. Scott rolling to his left now. Throws it out of bounds. There is a flag. I think the flag came before he threw the ball.
Yeah.
Holding.
Holding against Marshall.
So do you decline it and take 4th down?
I would.
Or moving back 10 yards. I would think I would decline it. And
I would decline it, yeah, and make it be 4th down. That way you get the ball back. I guess not, though. They're going to take the penalty.
Marshall's coming up ready to run. They thought they were going to get it from there. So they'll back them up 10 yards and redo it. Game clock running. It's down, or play clock's down to 6, 5, 3.
This guy moved too soon.
Deep pass over the middle to Sanders. Oh, just missed him. I'm surprised he didn't lay out for that. I was having nightmares.
I thought it was there.
Had a step
it was
on
at
us.
least catchable, I thought. Like you said, he might have had to dive for it, but
now it's a punting situation. 4th and 16 from their own 30-yard line. And
real
let this one
short.
bounce, guys. All right, it's going to die at the 40.
40.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for us. 6:03 to go in the game. Tigers only up by 1 score, 28-20. When was our last touchdown, Lenny?
8:01 in the 3rd quarter. On the
Okay.
27-yard run by Burns.
That's right. It feels a lot longer ago than that. But it's been a whole quarter ago now. We're at the 6-minute mark here in the 4th. Here comes the blitz. Burns, I thought, was going to slide by him. Somebody jumped on his back. Still gets about 4 yards. And then when do you start slowing the game down? And when do you mess up your offensive rhythm? Having them stand around out there, you know, you're in your routine. Just
keep going. Just keep getting 1st downs, and
they might be starting to milk it now.
it kind of looks that way.
Coach took a long time to get the play in there, down to 9 on the play clock. Snap, fakes the handoff, hands it off to Rigdon. He slips a tackle. He's got the 1st down, spinning for more. Breaks away, Lenny. He almost broke that one.
Almost did. Yes, he did.
Garrett Rigdon is pumped up. Huge play there for the Tigers. 5-minute mark now. And we're going to have it 1st and 10. Down at the 31, 32-yard line.
32's where I got it spotted.
Yep. Down to 14 on the play clock. Rigdon slides over to the slot on the right. Rogers takes a snap. He's going to keep it around the right side.
He's going to follow Burns right around the corner.
He's got the first down, and he almost broke that one away, too. Another big first down. Winding the clock again, 4.5 minutes. Burns will stay in the backfield with Rogers. Rigdon slot to the right. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Hands it to Burns. He's around the left corner. Dragging guys inside the 20.
Should be another first down, I think.
Burns taking a minute to get up. I think he's just kind of winded down there. Immediately sat up and gonna get a breather here. 4-minute mark, 4:01 on the clock. Burns is up, making his way over to the sideline. Three receivers to the right side, so trips to the right. Grip is by himself down here on the left side. Hutchings in the backfield. Rogers going to keep it behind Hutchings. Oh, spins him around just shy of the goal line. Seeing a little bit of a different determination on this last drive that we saw early in the fourth quarter at the end of the third. It's almost like they decided, you know, now's the time. 3:30, Marshall's going to take their final timeout. With 3.5 minutes to go, we'll take a quick one and be back in just a moment here on the Paris Sports Network. This timeout being brought to you by Templeton Funeral Home in Paris and Farm Credit Services. If you'd like to be a sponsor of one of our broadcasts this season, or the whole season for that matter, just get a hold of myself, BJ Pheasant or Lenny Irwin. Also, Jim Blue can help you out, or Jeff Chambers, Clay Bess. We'd love to have you on board with us this year. We always appreciate all of our support, from the corporate level to the affiliate sponsors as well. Corporate sponsors get commercials played during the game. Our affiliate sponsors will get several mentions during the game. Our affiliate sponsors this year so far, Paul and Kathy Porter, Stephen Lynn Young, Mary Lou Pine Family, and White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning.
All right, it's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 2. Looks like Burns is back in the backfield again, so that's a good plus.
Rogers behind Burns, trying to go around the left side, puts his helmet down. Rogers in for the score. Put the helmet down and ran over Gavin Bowden. In the end zone he goes. 6 points for the Tigers, 34-20. Now, do you kick the extra point?
Sure.
It's down and up. And good. So Rigdon good for the extra point. Makes it 35-20. Tigers up by 15 with 3.5 minutes to go. No timeouts left for Marshall. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Paris Sports Network.
Located at the Paris Airport, Seat Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153.
Tigers went right down the field. Lenny did what we wanted him to do. Used a bunch of time off the clock, nearly 6 minutes or so. And
60-yard drive for the score. Like you said, now we're back up by 15. So
now I'm feeling a little better. It's hard to score 2 scores in 3.5 minutes when you don't have any timeouts. But we've seen it done many times.
Oh, yeah.
All it takes is a turnover or a missed tackle.
Anything can happen when football, that's for sure.
Kickoff fielded at the 15. Barreling up around the 35-yard line, so a 20-yard return. That was Sanders on the return. I believe, number 8. Yeah, Caden Sanders. Okay. The offense made a statement on that last drive. Now the defense needs to turn around and make a statement on this possession. Scott rolls to his right, fade down the middle of the field.
Oh!
We've gotten beat deep several times. He just missed Bowden that time.
Yeah, he did.
He was spinning back there before he ever turned around to throw the ball. No, he didn't have any pressure on him. Tigers had 3 DBs back there with him, though. And he beat every one of them. Two receivers to the left, one to the right this time. 4 down linemen, that's all the pressure they're going to bring. It's a run up the middle.
He breaks it out to this side. Calhoun out here with a good tackle.
And he's going to have a first down. But even bigger, it stops the clock for Marshall for just a moment.
That's his longest gain of the night of 11 there, though.
Scott out of the pistol again. Rolls to his right. Steps up in the pocket. They got a hand
got
on
him.
They're going to blow this one dead.
I never did hear a whistle, though.
Nope. They let him squish him.
I still haven't heard a whistle. The clock's still running.
Yeah, it would. They wouldn't need to stop it.
They're bringing it back up, though, to where
the forward motion stopped at the line of scrimmage.
So it's no gain.
Down under 2.5 minutes now.
2nd and 10 now, though, so.
Scott drops straight back. Got some pressure on him again. Throws this one away.
It away.
And that'll bring up 3rd. Now you're at the 2:07 mark. Even if they were to score here, you get the ball back as long as you don't fumble. You can pretty much run the clock out. We got 2 more plays. And where the senior leadership out there has got to kind of take charge and make their statement we were talking about. 2:07 on the clock, 3rd and 10 from the Marshall 48. And delay a game.
Yeah. That helps. Back them up 5.
I doubt that changes their play call at all. So they won't waste any time getting back up to the line now. Scott rolling to his left. Goes deep down the field. Incomplete. And titted for Bowden. Now it's 4th and really long.
Yep, 4th and 15. 2 minutes exactly to go in the ball game. Well, I'm assuming they got to about go for it. So.
Oh yeah. No timeouts. Down 2 scores. You're gonna go for it, and I would think you'd go for it fairly deep. You need 15, but you might even see more. That's Holding in the backfield. He's still scrambling. Scott rolling all the way over to the other sideline. And
almost picked off.
They're going to decline that penalty.
Oh, I would hope so. Yep, declined.
That gives us back to Paris with a 1:46 on the clock. 15-point lead. I think you could start the bus now.
Yep. I'd say you give the ball to Burns about 3 times and take a knee and call it a game. I'm sure that's not what we'll do, but that's what I would do.
Out of the shotgun, 2 backs back there with him. Hands it off to Burns. Stiff arm, gets past some guys down the sideline. Still running, finally brought down.
That's a first down.
Yeah, it is. It's down to the 16-yard line. And they can go to victory formation now. Under a minute 20 to Rogers. Hands it off to Hutchings. Goes down in the backfield. They don't need to pick up a first down or anything to run the clock out here. And this play and maybe one more, that'll finish it off. They're going to use up that whole play clock here. Now they'll go into the victory formation. Still out of the shotgun, though. That's kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
There you take a knee, and that's the game. They won't need to run another play. 23 seconds as everybody leaves the field. The Tigers improved to 1-2. They'll go on the road next week down to Lawrenceville. Right now, they are victorious tonight over the Lions by 15 points. The fireworks are fired up. The players are fired up. The crowd's fired up. I think the Marshall bus is fired up. I'm ready for a break, though. We'll be back in just a moment. Going to hear from some of our sponsors. And we'll be back with post-game stats and a chat with Coach Claude in just a few moments here on the Paris Sports Network. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics. Since 1950, Ingram's Waste Disposal has proudly served Edgar and Clark County with residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor services, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Stop by 501 Grandview Street in Paris or call 217-465-3335.
If you're looking for agricultural, business, or personal loans, Longview Bank has you covered. They can even help you out with investment options and online banking. With locations in Paris, Marshall, Chrisman, and Georgetown, they're always ready with the services you need. Visit them online at longviewbank.com.
Moody Farms of Paris is a proud supporter of Paris Tiger student athletes. Whether they're on the court, in the field, or in the classroom, Moody Farms wants to wish all of our Tigers the best of luck this year. Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use.
We are many, we are one. You have so much to give, continuing what we've begun, helping our families to truly live. I will, you will, together we will show some heart, do our part, take a compassionate stand for good, forever, for Edgar County, ECCF.
Edgar County Community Foundation.
At First Farmers, we are committed to the communities we serve. For us, joining a community means more than just opening shop. We want to see businesses thrive, generational farms succeed, and local families continue to put down roots and grow. Whether you're looking for a farm loan, managing a business, building a nest egg for a new home, or searching for the personal financial tools that will set you up for financial success, we've got you covered. At First Farmers Bank and Trust in Paris. Welcome back to the Postgame Show here on the Paris Sports Network, brought to you by First Farmers Bank and Ingram's Waste Disposal. 35-20, the final score. The Tigers win by 15, and what went from being maybe a blowout to a nail-biter to
kind of a comfortable win.
Yeah. It's
I was getting kind of
nervous
there at the beginning of the fourth quarter when they scored, and it was only an 8-point difference. You know, it was kind of touch and go there for a little bit. So, but the Tigers did what they needed to do. They made the defensive stop, got the got the ball back and took care of business. So.
Well, it was the Mason Burns show on offense for the Tigers tonight. He shouldered the load for us from the beginning.
That he did. That he did. I mean, he's unofficially, I got him 16 carries for 197 yards. And let's see, he scored 2 touchdowns. So
that's a busy night.
That's a solid night.
That doesn't count defense. Numerous stops and tackles, and yeah, he just had a full evening of it.
Well, looks like Coach Claude's heading up this way, so I'll run down our stats tonight.
Okay.
I had Drew Rogers, 11 carries for 47 yards. Like I said, Burns, 16 carries for 197. Garrett Rigdon, 3 carries for 48. Maddox Hutchings, 4 carries for 2 yards. Carter Krippus, 1 carry for 26. And Andre Calhoun, 1 carry for -1. Throwing the ball, Rogers was 7 out of 14 for 54 yards with the 1 interception. Catching the ball, Carrick Vitale had 5 catches for 42. Krippus 1 catch for 6. And Garrett Rigdon 1 catch for 7. Scoring, the Tigers scored in the first quarter, twice in the second quarter, once in the third, and once again in the fourth. And come away with the 35-20 victory. So that's your stats for your Paris Tigers.
All right. Well, we're being joined now by Tiger head coach Jeremy Clodfelter.
Good win, Coach.
Thank you.
Good win, buddy.
Oh, Coach, first of all, congratulations. Always nicer to talk to you after a win, you know.
Amen. Yeah, we'd like to do that more often, no question.
Yes, we would. And boy, this game tonight, Lenny and I were talking, went from, well, it might be a blowout to kind of a nail-biter to just kind of easing into it there at the end. But I couldn't get over just this young team going through those changes there throughout the game and then answering at the end. That big offensive drive, the offense came out and made a statement. They used the time, marched down, put it in the end zone, and then the defense had to turn around and do the same thing.
Right. Well, when you can run the football, you can. I mean, that's advantageous in 4-minute offense and try and milk the clock and get first downs and then punch the score in, obviously, there. But, you know, our messages to the kids are congratulations. That's one for campaign 2024. We have a long way to go. We're proud, and we're going to celebrate this win because anytime you play your rival, and, you know, we were 0-2, and this team was searching and scratching and clawing and found a way to beat our rival. And but we didn't practice great this week, so if I'm being honest, we went into this game pretty the preparation wasn't as good as we need it to be. And while at times we didn't play like that, we played pretty solid. And defensively, we did a really nice job, got a defensive score on a pick 6. I think Carter Krippus had the first half football game of his life.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the expectation because that guy can play, man. Now he knows he can just go do it and be that guy. But, you know, as a whole, I thought our guys did a really nice job in terms of just finishing the game. Defense went out there and got to put the fire out. Offense, like you said, went together, put a drive and scored. Then we got to get another stop, and then just to seal it, you know, we're happy. We're going to celebrate. That's 7 in a row against the rival. But we've got work to do, and we're going to go back to work and get ready for the next one.
Oh, I love the fact that they kept the penalties down. We only had one there later on in the game. The big mistakes they kind of kept down, and Marshall didn't capitalize on maybe a couple coverage issues there at times, something else to work on this week. But overall, a lot of good things to take out of it. I also love the downfield blocking. I thought the receivers did a great job. Burns had an awesome night, but every time he broke the line of scrimmage, there was another block ahead of him.
And our guys up front were getting off the ball. We were getting off the ball. We were able to run it up underneath at times. And like you said, kudos to our guys on the perimeter. They blocked downfield.
They
blocked on the edge really, really well. And that takes those 3, 4, 5 yard gains and turns them into 12, 14, 15, 16 explosion type plays because they're being unselfish. They're out there on the perimeter blocking. And so, yeah, we got a lot of work to do. We're happy tonight. We're 1-2, obviously not where we want to be. We'll celebrate but we won't be seduced by our success. We'll go back to work, and we told our guys celebrate tonight responsibly, and then we're back in here tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, and we got to do some treatment. We got some guys with some nicks and what have you, get them iced up and see the trainer and get a light lift, and we'll get on the tape, and then we'll go back to work Sunday as coaches. And
back on the road next week?
Back on the road next week at Lawrenceville. I mean, it's Little Illini Conference play now, so every night out could be like this. But we've got to learn that when we had opportunities, stops, change of possessions and what have you, you got to put people away. When you get a chance to put people away, don't give them life, and then all of a sudden they go make a play, and now they're juiced up and they start to get momentum, and then what happens then is crazy things. Guys start making catches and runs that they normally wouldn't because they're feeling it, and that's just kind of how momentum goes. So we've got to do a better job when we have the opportunity to put it to bed, to finish it off. But again, we're still rolling and growing with a bunch of young guys playing out there. So it's a process, and we'll just keep attacking it.
All right, Coach.
All right.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate your time.
Appreciate for having me. Thanks, guys. Thanks for bringing the game to everybody. Go Tigers.
All right, Tiger head coach Jeremy Clodfelter with us this evening after a Tiger victory, 35-20 the final score. Lenny, any final thoughts here before we wrap it up tonight?
No, like you, we pretty well touched it all. We had the game comfortably in hand, and then we let Marshall back into it, and they were only one play away from tying this thing up, actually. So
they were.
But we did what we needed to do. We finally got the defensive stop, and we marched back down and scored, and then the defense held. So,
all right, so that wraps it up. We'll be on the road again next week down in Lawrenceville. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons there on YouTube so you get notifications when the games come on. And don't forget to let us know if you'd like to be a sponsor this year. Get a hold of Lenny or myself or Jim Blue, Jeff Chambers, Clay Bass. We can fix you up, and we would love to have you on board all season long through football, basketball, baseball, softball, volleyball. Yeah, we get them all out there, so we'd love to have you on board. For Lenny Irwin, I'm BJ Pheasant. And I want to thank Nathan Bell tonight, too, for helping us with some of the production work as well with the camera. And always makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, it does. Yep, he plays all the commercials for it. He does all the technical stuff, so kudos to Nate.
Yeah. All right, so thank you, everybody, for watching tonight. You've had Paris Tiger football here on the Paris Sports Network.
You've been listening to Paris Tiger Sports on the Paris Sports Network. Brought to you by First Farmers Bank and Trust, North American Lighting, Cornerstone Building Brands, Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home, Seed Solutions, Longview Bank and Trust, Moody Farms, Terry Elliston State Farm Insurance, Illini FS, Savoya's Pizza, the Edgar County Community Foundation, Country Financial, Lake Ridge Christian Church, Ingram Waste Disposal, the Skating Rink, and our affiliate sponsors, the Mary Lou Pine family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Mark and Holly at Winans Farms, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Jim and Kay Taylor, and Steve and Lynn Young.